Welcome to Flipping PCs for Profit. This is episode 1 of this series where I will be trying to turn $500 into $2,000. This idea occurred to me after I flipped my most recent computer, and that's the one I'll be showing you in this video. Just know that this time we're going to start at $800 because that's what I have. Either way, we're going to be flipping this amazing PC. Let's get straight into it. Our CPU is the Ryzen 7 3700X. This is an 8-core 16-thread processor that has a TDP of 95 watts. It's a real good CPU for gaming. Cooling our CPU is the Peerless Assassin 120 SE ARGB from Thermalright. This is one of the best coolers of 2023 according to Gamers Nexus, and it was only $31, and it's got 2 ARGB fans. It will easily keep cool our Ryzen 7, which only has a 95 watt TDP. For our motherboard, I went with the MSI X570 Gaming Plus motherboard. It has 4 DIMM slots, and it's got all the features of a high-end board. For our RAM, I went with the YOLO Warhawk 2x8GB kit for a total of 16 gigabytes. This is RGB RAM and it's pretty flashy. After we get the RAM installed, we can install the SSD, which is a PNY 1TB Gen 3x4 NVMe SSD. It's real fast and it's good for installing all the games and making Windows feel snappy. We're building in the Antec AX61 Elite. This is a nice cheap case that's ATX and it's got all the features we need. This is a good case overall with mesh and 4 fans. The motherboard being used had some bent pins on the front audio connector, so I spent some time trying to fix that one bent pin, but eventually I got it back into place. It's a pretty big pin and it's very unlike CPU socket pins, so having a bent pin there is still fixable, though I must say I spent an embarrassingly long time trying to fix it. Powering all of this is the PVA Prestige 800 watt 80 plus gold power supply. It's rated tier C on the PSU tier list and it's 800 watts, which clears the power of this rig by a lot, so no worries about this exploding. The ketchup and mustard cables are a worry for the selling, so I bought some black cables from Formula Mod. For our GPU, I went with an RTX 3060 Ti. I already had this GPU, but you can find ones like these for $220 readily available every day of the week on eBay. NVIDIA sells. For our gaming performance, I tested Fortnite. On performance mode, we got over 180 FPS on average, and most of the times over 200 FPS. The frame times were really good, so we had a very smooth gaming performance. This wasn't the original footage, this was shot on a different computer, but the performance was great. This gaming PC is well worth the $700 build price, and you can definitely build it yourself. And it sold. Just 5 days later, a buyer bought it on Jawa.gg. Our subtotal was $443.03, but I already had the GPU and the power supply, so the total comes up closer to $700. I sold it for $900. After Jawa's fees and subtracting my subtotal, I got a profit of $349.88. When it comes to selling, aesthetics over everything.